Okay, 2-box. Everybody will issue a 2-box. You got to make sure everything's in there. You're gonna have a piece of paperwork with it. It has all the tools listed that's supposed to be in here. We grabbed one of the 2-box out there, so this is what you're gonna get. A 2-box should come with a 2-belt. Try it out. If it don't work, don't fit you right, we got extra ones that you can change out. If you want to buy your own 2-belt, that's up to you. I suggest we can't replace your 2-belt, but we can replace the school stuff. Okay, if you want to get your own, by all means, it's nice to wear it, break it in, because when they come brand new, it's like tough. Otherwise, we have school provided ones. They're not all that, but they work. Okay, everybody's gonna be issued a 2-box. The 2-belt goes in here. What's in the 2-box? Okay, you got your hammer. This one here, I would call it more like a roofing hammer. Huh, Mr. Strand? What do you think?
I think of it as a trim hammer, but
Okay.
it's great for finish work. It's not great for framing.
If it's framing, I would get a longer shaft.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I would get a waffle head.
Yeah, waffle head. This one's more a smooth head. The difference, this is smooth head, and this one here is a framing hammer. This one has a waffle head. Okay. This one here, this hammer right here is about $100. Titanium head, wood frame. Okay, you want to see a $200 hammer? I'll show it to you in a little bit. This right here is about $16.99, $17, $18, depends. Wood shaft will snap eventually because people don't know how to hammer. Once you hammer, you can't miss. If you miss, you hit this, then eventually it's gonna snap. They don't replace this part, okay? This is they replace. This is a nice stiletto hammer. It's $100. So I'll show you a $200 hammer later. But otherwise, you got your tape measure that's in the 2-box. You got your end nippers. And then you got your sliding T-bevel. Why they call it sliding? Because it does this. Okay? I mean, not. What did I say?
You said a sliding T-bevel.
My bad. I didn't.
But you were having a bad moment because you're holding a pair of pliers.
Slip joint pliers. Okay. Then you got your tin snip. We'll go in more detail. This would be used in cutting in aluminum.
Steel studs?
Steel studs. Then you got your jab saw. That's for sheetrock, not wood, guys. For sheetrock. 4-in-1 screwdriver. Well, they call it 4-in-1 because they change out. This 1, 2. You pull this out. Oh, this one I want to pull out.
I missed that. What were you doing?
You pull this out as a 4-in-1 screwdriver.
There we go. That's the look.
We got comedians here. Okay, 4-in-1, going back to business here. 4-in-1 screwdriver. Okay, then you got your sliding T-bevel.
There's a sliding T-bevel.
This here, you can pick up angles. Okay.
How do you pick up angles with that?
You can just bring it up to the wall, put it against the wall, you lock it in, you mark it on the board, you measure angle, then you pick them up with your speed square. So if I want to know, what are you trying to do here? If I want to know what this is, you know what I'm saying? Without having to just lock it in, then all you do is mark it on a piece of wood, take your speed square, and you put it on that mark. Okay, we'll go into detail how you read the speed square when we get that far. So right now, we got the sliding T-bevel, speed square, cat's paw, your best friend, second to the best friend of your tape measure. Then you got your 4-in-1 file, chalk line, street,
Rasp.
drywall scraper, or rasp.
They call them a drywall shaper on the sheet, but it's a rasp.
Chisel.
Hold on, go back to the rasp and turn that over so we can see what that looks like.
This we'll rub against the sheetrock.
Sheetrock, not wood, okay?
Right, sheetrock.
And actually, sheetrock is a brand name, and I'm going to get these guys figuring that out because it's gypsum drywall.
Okay.
Right.
Now, this is not made to rub against your bottom feet to get all that
Calluses.
Nor is it designed to deal with wood. That's
Right.
not a wood file.
Then you got your 3 half-inch chisel.
Chisel, that's a 3/4.
That'd be a 3/4
That's a
inch
3/4.
chisel.
This particular chisel,
That, we're gonna get Mr. P on the tape measure skills eventually, so he can just note by looking at them how big they are.
This here is your handsaw. We're missing a flat bar in here. We'll grab one.
yeah.
Say something about that
Handsaw.
Ms.
You
H.
probably use this in phase 1 a lot. You will probably never use this in phase 2. In my whole career, I've probably used this a dozen times. You're gonna get into the power tools. This only takes time, effort. With this though, every carpenter should have in their toolbox just in case you come across a situation where you have to use it. Okay?
Then you got your flat bar. So, Miss H, you want to put on your belt?
Yeah.
The belt that I got for free. See what this belt here, Mr. Max Bartley?
Okay. This
belt I got for free.
This particular belt has a harness on it.
How did you
Okay?
get this belt for free?
Well, he left it here.
It's my belt now. I claim it.
Okay, some student left it?
Yeah.
This is already
Max
loaded with the tools. You can see that. So when you take your belt, you bring it up. If you have a harness, you just take it up, swing it around, adjust the straps. Okay, this one has a Velcro. It's kind of a cushion for the hips. You bring it up, cinch it. Okay, that goes on before. And then you have your belt. You don't want to over tighten it, just to give yourself good support so that the belt is taking off the weight of the bags. From here, I can see my straps are a little loose. They're not doing me any good. So you can always adjust your strap. This is just like when you wear a harness. I'll demonstrate that at some point in time too. I'm going to cinch up these so that my shoulders, that these straps take off some of the weight of the belt too. When I was in the field doing concrete form work, with all my clothes on, my chains, my belt, everything, I was carrying 70 pounds. So this helps take off that weight. Okay? On this particular belt, with your hand, what's your dominant hand? What do you use your hammer? What hand do you use your hammer? Me particularly, I like a loop right here so that I can grab my hammer right away and use it. This belt has the hammer in the back. Some people prefer that. That will prevent the hammer, if you're crawling up a ladder or you're walking, it prevents the hammer from hitting your leg. Okay? This way you won't have that problem. But I don't like reaching all the way back here. All right.
If you're a big guy, you probably don't want it in the back.
Right. Yep. So with belts are very, how do you say, individual. You have to select the belt that is comfortable for you because you're going to wear it 8 to 10 hours a day. This particular belt is a Velcro or canvas bags. They're lighter, but the problem with the canvas bags is that
They'll stretch.
they stretch and they get wider, making you wider if you had to walk up scaffolding. They also come in leather, which is really nice because it actually, over time, that leather forms to your hips. Now, I want you guys, if you have a tool belt, I want you to start wearing your tool belt and I want you to start putting weight in your bags because I'll tell you, you're going to start getting little bruises on your hips from the weight of that belt. Start getting used to it, all right? Anything else you can think of? Where things are
This right
positioned?
here, it's a
Cat's
nice cat's paw.
Right.
Don't buy this. It's overrated. Too much money. This is a nice speed square too. But we'll go into details how this works with all the teeth mark and everything.
Right.
But don't get me wrong, this is a nice belt. I used to have one of those,
Yeah.
but now I got leather.
Scribe.
Now,
All right, so what do you guys like, leather or the Cordura canvas?
I'm
What
leather.
is,
I'm
what's
leather.
the,
I got a leather one right now, DeWalt.
Yeah, I'm leather.
Okay, I can pull that off if you want to see it, but otherwise, here's a $200 hammer compared to the $100 hammer.
flip that around so I can see it to camera.
Okay,
All right, you gotta talk to me about what makes this
a $200 hammer.
a $200 camera.
Okay, so it's lifetime warranty. That's only on the shaft and the head, but this part right here, you can always change it out through back here and replace the head. I replaced it once already, the waffle head. So, but otherwise, if this part breaks, then it's replaceable. The whole hammer is replaced.
Talk
Okay.
about the different handles.
This got a rubber grip, but my rubber started wear and tear because you can tell I've been using it. I had it for like almost over 20 years. So, the reason why, I don't know, I started using these kind, then I got a bad elbow. So, and then I switched to wood, but then I kept breaking it, snapping it, and I use it to pry certain things. Then that's when I went to the titanium. You know what I'm saying? I haven't broke it yet. I do want to break it just so I can replace it. But otherwise, this is a $200 hammer, $100 hammer, then you're under 20 bucks hammer, guys. I mean, I'm not expecting you guys to go out and buy a $200 hammer. Okay? Get in the field, do your thing. I mean, once you understand the tools, I guarantee you that you're gonna start buying nice tools. Don't buy a nice tool right off the bat, like that's doing over there with that belt. Because sooner or later you're gonna swap it out. I went to two belts, so. Just
But-
FYI, you don't wanna go spend a lot of money if you're not for sure that you really wanna go in this field. Because these money, they add up. It adds up.
And the biggest thing about the tools that you bring to the site is know this, now those are your tools. When you go to break, make sure that you put your tools away. It happens where somebody may want to decide to borrow your tools and you never see it again. And you're the responsible one for those tools, so you're going to be the one that has to go out and buy that new tool. All right, so take care of your tools. Don't leave it outside. Don't leave it in the elements where they're going to rust, that they're going to get damaged. What else? What else can I say?
I think that's excellent. I mean, the bottom line is, it's easy when you're here to leave your tools laying around.
Yeah.
And
You don't take other people's tool at the job site, guys. It's not, it's their tools. If they want to take it off where they're working at, let them take it off and set it down. But you don't go in there to other people's stuff and try to take their tools, okay? Don't be doing that kind of stuff. I mean,
And-
you want to play a joke, you got to have fun sometime. Yeah, you can play a joke, but you got to watch your jokes. Leave that to the higher up, okay? But otherwise, if a tool's sitting down, it's their own personal tool, just don't touch it. Ask them first. Everybody has their own tools in the shop. There should be plenty of toolbox for everybody. Otherwise,
so at the end of the 10 weeks, everything in here, what happens to that? We take inventory and you get it all back to us and you're accountable for anything that's lost, right?
yep, you're
Correct.
accountable for everything that's missing. Yes, these tools are old. Yes, the belt's old. We understand. That's why we said if you bring your own stuff, we can't replace your stuff.
Right.
But if this disappear, we can replace it. But otherwise, take care of the tools that we give you guys. Treat it like your own tools.
Right. This is your livelihood. Your tools are your livelihood. You want to keep them not only up to date, but in good condition. It's only going to save you time and money.
Well, that's it for this one. Thanks for watching, everybody.